Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you've all had a super fantastic, sparkling, and exciting Tune-Up Tuesday. How was your Tune-Up Tuesday? How did your plans go after our road trip this morning on the road? What did I call it this morning? Road trip on the Mindset Tune-Up. How did that go today? Did you find anything that you liked in there? Did you try anything new in there? Did you get out of your comfort zone? Did you ask questions like, how can I do something? How can I get this done? What do I do next? Did you give back? You know, what stuff out of this morning's things did you get done today? I just had an amazing, tranquil day with some excitement thrown in. It was very calming. After doing the live this morning, it was just a very calming type of day. It was awesome. I got stuck in. I got worked. I was very productive this morning. Got a lot of work done, and then I'm like sitting here and I'm busy working away, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then I look up at the clock, and my thing goes off at 11:30. Yeah, it goes off at 11:30, and I'm like, why is my timer going off? I don't have anything on till 1 o'clock. Forgetting that the 1 o'clock is Mountain Daylight Time, not Mountain Standard Time. So my 1 o'clock start at work is now at 12 noon. And so 11:30, I'm like, oh, gotta grab some lunch. So whipped up some lunch, having pouches of tuna works wonders to the rescue, because I didn't have time to whip up anything. So I just made something very, very quick, very simple out of stuff that I required no cooking. Just throw it together and eat. Totally forgot to put my shopping order in, and my shopping order is like ready to go, so I don't have that done yet, but that's tomorrow morning. I will hit the button on that one. And then I was looking at my order, which had all of my stuff to create my chocolate, to do my raw chocolate with, and they said it would be delivered between 12:15 and 3:15. I'm like, yes, I'm not gonna have to wait up till 10 o'clock at night, because I've had some deliveries done at 11:30 at night, and this, because it's got foodstuffs in it, I did not want that left out overnight. So I was hoping it would be delivered early, and it was. And then when I checked again later on, it said it was going to be delivered between 12:30 and 3:30. I'm like, and then I looked up, the Prime van pulled up out front, and I'm like, yes, it's here. So that was my exciting part of the day, was getting my box with my raw stuff in there to make chocolate with. And I'm still looking for my dark chocolate. I have got to tell you, my dark chocolate Easter egg hunt. I've decided I'm going to make my own. That's the only way I'm going to get it. Because I was looking, I have been looking around in different stores and things, different online places and stuff. And all I wanted is just a plain dark chocolate hollow egg. Everything has stuff in it. If it's dark chocolate, maybe I can find plenty of dark chocolate rabbits. I want an egg. And so ended up on Amazon at one point, typed in their dark chocolate Easter egg, and they came up with these ones that were being imported from Italy. I have no idea how big they are, but you had the egg, then you had this big piece of, I don't know what, that fanned out from the top of the egg, and then it was red. And they were like $38. I was like, there's no way in hell I'm paying that. And then somewhere else, then they had another, can't even remember the brand of it, and it was like $27 for that one. I'm like, heck no. But none of them were empty eggs. They weren't hollow eggs. They were stuffed with stuff. I'm like, I just want a dark chocolate hollow Easter egg. I can't find them anywhere. So I decided I'm going to make my own. I have my raw chocolate products, and I will just make my own. No, the problem is I've got to find a mold. Yes, I had to find a mold for that. But my silicone molds arrived for me to make the little ones. I just didn't realize how small they were, because they're like about this big, the little molds to make the little chocolates and things. But there's hearts, there's stars, there's rounds, and squares. So I can have different shaped chocolates that I can go and make. So I'm looking forward to getting in there and making up some of these recipes from my raw chocolate course that I did. So super excited I got that. Now I just need the wet products, because that's all the dry stuff, like the cacao nibs, the cacao powder, the carob powder, almond flour. What else is over there? Maca root. What's that big one? Well, that's the cacao powder. Coconut palm sugar. It's a very, very sweet sugar, that, but it's like a 1-to-1 ratio for replacing others. But it doesn't have any impact on the glycemic index, which is kind of nice. Trying to see. It's all sitting in the dark. But I got all my dry ingredients, and now my shopping cart is ready with the wet ingredients along with my weekly shop. So I'm kind of excited to push the button on that one and get that done too. So yay! It's all exciting. It's all exciting. So that was my excitement for the day. And then on the chat this afternoon, it was a very quiet afternoon, and it's probably the quietest it had been in a while. So I mean, I could take the time to take extra time with the people that came in on chat today than I normally get a chance to do. So it's kind of nice, and trying to help solve problems and stuff. I love helping solve problems. But it was just a nice quiet time. And then, of course, I finish at 4 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, which is 5 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time. Basically, I'm on Pacific Time right now. And I thought, I could go do some genealogy now. And then I thought, like, I actually feel like just going and stretching out and just laying on the bed and reading for a little bit. So I went and did that. And I put my timer on. And it's just as well I did put my timer on, because a friend texted me to say, hey, are we still meeting on Zoom in like 5 minutes? And I'm like, okay, I knew I had that appointment. It was on my calendar for 6:30 this evening. And so we got on, but at that time I forgot it was at 6:30. And then I got on, and it wasn't until we were finishing up that the thing dinged that I was supposed to be on a call with her in 10 minutes or whatever. And I said, I just realized that was stuck in Phoenix time, so it didn't automatically change to allow for the meeting to be to allow for her being in daylight saving and me not. So it's very confusing. I have to go through my calendar, and anything that says it's on Phoenix time zones, I've got to go and change all of the start times to an hour earlier. It's kind of weird. Maybe if I just put everything in Mountain Daylight Time, that might just work, because then it would just go, oh, you're actually in Phoenix? No, because that wouldn't work either. Anyway, so so it was just a nice tranquil day. The excitement of the order coming in and opening the box and pulling everything out and looking at it. And I thought I was getting 2 pounds of cacao nibs, which I did get 2 pounds of cacao nibs, but there's 4 bags in there. So each bag is 8 ounces. 8 ounces, 16 ounces to a pound. Yeah, so each bag is 8 ounces. So I got 4 8-ounce bags in there. I thought, good, they're not going to spoil as quick, which is good, because I was kind of hesitant on it. But that was the smallest I could find as well. But yeah, so super excited to get that. Yay! So now I'm going to go walk the dog, and it's almost dark. What time is it? 6:30. Yeah, the sun's down below the horizon, so it's starting to darken up out there, which means it'll be cooling off, because I got up to 86 today. And I was looking at the temperatures coming up. We're where was it? We are in the 80s all of this week through to so today was 88, it's 84 tomorrow, 81, 83, 85. And then so Saturday we're at 85, and then Sunday we drop to 68. And then Monday we go to 72, and then we go up. But the overnight temperatures are nice. They're still in the 50s, the 40s and the 50s. So, yes. So we've got an almost 90. We've got an 89 coming up Thursday next week. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting watching the weather thing go. Crazy stuff. But just kick back, relax, enjoy the weather and all that comes with it. So, enjoy our lunchtime stroll. We didn't even get to do a lunchtime walk today, because I totally forgot that I start work an hour earlier this week. So by next week, we'll have it dialed in. So what tune-ups did you make today? Let us know in the comments below, because it's always fun to see what people are tuning up. What are you doing? And it's just making those little changes. It's not going in and doing a complete overhaul. When you're doing a tune-up, it's just making little tweaks and changes here and there to help get you to where you need to be. So like for me, doing the 30-day health challenge is helping me with my mind, body, and spirit, because we had to, for that one, there was increasing the amount of water that we drank. It was exercising. It was getting outdoors for a minimum amount of time each day. It was changing. We could follow any eating plan we wanted to, which was good. And then there was also taking care of the mind as well by reading a self-improvement book or a self-development book or some sort of book that would help you improve in some way. It could be learning something. It could have been learning something new. And the exercise, they would even take like meditation or yoga as part of the exercise program as well. So I was sort of like, yes, I can do those. Yoga, not so much, but the meditation side, yes, definitely into that. So I was just making those, and each day I was making little changes here and there and adjustments as I was learning about which foods my body accepted better than others. Like my body needs a way lot more protein than what I have been eating. And I realized that because I started making the changes and putting more protein into my diet and reducing the number of carbs I was having. And then I went on went stupid one day and had way too many carbs. And the next morning I woke up with a bad headache. I was lethargic all day. And it wasn't until I got back into eating the protein and stuff. And like I was meeting the water requirements every single day. And it wasn't until I got back into eating more protein and less carbs and working out which carbs were the good ones to eat, that the body started to like, oh, now we're back. We're more energetic. We're more awake. We're more alert. The brain's a little clearer. So we're good to go. So I have to really, really watch the carbs. And I love my breads. I love my French fries. Potato chips, ice cream, all that stuff that's heavy in sugar or carbs. I love those things. And I have to stay away from McDonald's right now because they have the shamrock shakes and shamrock, what's that other thing that they do? It's not a shake. This is ice cream. And they whip it up with, it's usually an Oreo, comes in a small cup with a spoon in it. And they use the spoon to do the mixing. God, it's been so long since I've had one of those. I can't remember the name of it. But they've got the shamrock versions in right now, which are green and minty, probably really yummy because the past years I've had them and they've been really, really good. So I got to stay away from McDonald's till the end of the month. Because if I see them, then when I go in the morning, if I go for our one morning out, when we have breakfast out in the morning, which is why I've been going to Panera Bread and getting their souffles, their breakfast souffles. Because if I go to McDonald's to get the Egg McMuffins, I'll probably end up with one of those shamrock shakes or the shamrock other thing. It's not a Blizzard. That's Dairy Queen. Whatever that other thing is that they have at McDonald's. So yes, I've been avoiding the Egg McMuffins over there. Because I would be... Yeah, those shamrock shakes, from what I can remember, are really good. But they are so high in sugar that, my body's not going to process that very well right now. So it's just being conscious and just that's what we've been doing over that 30-day health challenge. And and I'm still working on it each and every day. I still use the Carb Manager app to record everything that I eat, to stay within my carb limits for the day. I've got a calorie limit for the day. I've got carbs, protein, and fat limits for the day, so staying within those, making those little tweaks and changes. And that's what tune-ups are all about. It's just making those little tweaks and changes, because with me, if I make anything radically different when it comes to food, it ain't going to last long. I can tell you that right now. I've got to be eased into it for it to work. So anyway, we got to go because I'm going to need my reflector on, my reflector vest, flashlight. Which reminds me, we've got to find those batteries too. I've got little flashing lights that go on Zeffie's harness. I've got to find the batteries for those because the batteries are flat right now. But anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Join us back here tomorrow morning. She already knows how I sign off. Here she comes. Hey, sweetie girl. Yes, give me a second. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you back here bright and early tomorrow morning for it's Winning Wednesday tomorrow. Yay! Hei, konera.